coach Amy Smith. Hi everybody, my name is Matt Krause. She's the former Tar Heel gymnast and assistant coach Julie Chapman. Glad you're with us on this Friday evening. Well, Julie, Clemson Gymnastics, the new kid on the block, the new program in 2024, and off to a great start. Pair of 196s. Brie Clark has dazzled on floor, hasn't she?
Brie Clark has been phenomenal. She's had 2 great meets at Littlejohn, and she's been dynamic. I look forward to seeing her on both beam and floor tonight.
Last week in Clemson's first conference competition against Pitt, a 9.925 in front of a sellout crowd as Clemson, as you said, Julie, crested 196 as a team for the second time in as many weeks. For Carolina, sophomore Gwen Fink having a breakout season, an all-around performer.
Yes, Gwen's been a strong, consistent all-arounder for the Gym Heels. She's a leader in the gym and a leader out on the floor, and I'm looking forward to seeing her tonight here at Carmichael Auditorium.
So to the first rotation, Fink and the Tar Heels starting out on vault. They will compete in Olympic order as the home team tonight. Isabel Schaefer gets things going for Carolina.
That was a nice tuck Yurchenko for Isabel. Great landing, great height off the table. That'll be a 9.9 start value for her. A little hot back on that landing. That'll be a small deduction, but otherwise a great vault and a great start for the Tar Heels.
Schaefer trying to build on a 9.75 leadoff spot. Vault rotation from last week. Clemson beginning on bars. First competitor, Rebecca Wells for the Tigers. We'll see her compete all around tonight. Redshirt senior from Smyrna, Tennessee. One of 6 Utah State transfers on the Clemson roster. That's where Amy Smith, their head coach, used to lead the program prior to becoming the inaugural Clemson coach.
So far, a very strong routine. She's had nice handstands, a nice release move. 2 giants into a half-in, half-out dismount, and the first stick for Clemson of the night. Great routine, great leadoff.
Here's the dismount one more time. Clemson gets the night started with a stick.
Great routine.
Back over to vault in the collegiate debut of Ellie King. She's battled some injury early in her Carolina career. And the freshman out of Texas, someone that Dana Durante and the Tar Heels are extremely high on. She will compete for the first time, has worked really hard in the preseason on consistency and stuck landings.
Ellie's only a freshman. Excited to see what she brings to the table tonight.
She has to wait a little bit longer as we await the initial score for Carolina's first competitor, Isabel Schaefer. Dana Durante with the words of encouragement to her freshman. Schaefer's score is in, second straight 9.75 for Schaefer.
Nice leadoff vault for the Tar Heels.
Now here comes King.
Very nice laid out Yurchenko, a small hop back, but she had nice distance and height off the table. Another great vault for the Tar Heels.
1 in the books for the freshman.
Nice distance, a small hop, a little bit crunched on the table, a little bit of bent arms, but for her first vault, excellent.
So back over to bars we go. Eve Jackson competing for Clemson, 9.825 a week ago in the home meet against Pitt, her career best, a 9.9 when she was at Utah State. Score coming in and a 9.85 for Rebecca Wells.
Nice handstand to start the routine. A blind change into a huge release move. Judges are really looking for these handstands on top of the bar. Nice form in the giants. Up and a small step on the half-in, half-out dismount, but another nice routine for Clemson. Yeager was high flying above the bar, nice straight arms on the catch and into a direct overshoot. A nice dismount with a small step forward. That'll be a slight deduction, but a great routine for Clemson.
We mentioned Ellie King making her collegiate debut. It's a season debut for the veteran Corey Shinohara, senior who has competed on vault and floor throughout her career for the Tar Heels, a native of Massachusetts.
Corey was phenomenal while we were watching the warm-ups. Hoping she can put a great vault together for us tonight.
Tar Heel team that scored a 48.9 on vault a week ago. Their season best actually came in the season opening quad meet, a 49.15. Dana Durante with some conversations with the administrative folks over there. So Julie, let's put yourself in the mind of Shinohara here for the Tar Heels. What does this waiting do for you?
It's sort of like icing the punter in a football game, where you feel like you're just waiting for the judges to raise their hand.
And Ellie King is now going to go again on vault.
Okay, she went before the green flag was raised. Another nice laid out Yurchenko, a small hop back on the landing. Nice height off the table, another great vault. Nice distance from the table. Teammates look happy with that one. It looks a little bit better than her first vault for sure.
Eve Jackson, a 9.775 on bars for Clemson. So now we get a look at Lily Lippett, two-time ACC Newcomer of the Week, a redshirt freshman. A lot of transfers on this Clemson roster. Lippett not among them. Part of the foundation of this very first team in Clemson gymnastics history.
Nice handstand to end the routine. Nice full blind to a double tuck. Up, and she has to take that small step back. Struggled there a little bit on that blind change, but recovered nicely. Tried to get that stick, swinging those arms. Had to take that step. Still a nice routine.
Almost trying to will it, waving those arms.
Exactly.
Keep my feet there, keep them there. Now it's Corey Shinohara's turn. Shinohara, one of the two new Tar Heels in this vault lineup. Dana Durante cleaning off the vault table. Coach Durante in her third year leading the Carolina program picks out a word of the week every week for her team. This week, the word of the week is boom. I love that.
We spoke to Dana earlier this week, and she said that she felt like her team needed a little push this week. They needed to be faster and stronger. And that was a nice full twist to Yurchenko, a small step back, but great distance from the table. A great vault for Corey.
For those that may be new to gymnastics, is there a difference in deduction for a hop back with 2 feet versus 1, like you see here from Shinohara?
So it's the same deduction, about a tenth. It depends on how far the step is back. It could be 1 to 3/10. If it's a huge hop, it could be up to 3/10. I think that was just a small 1/10 deduction.
So we'll await the score for Shinohara. Ellie King, a 9.25 for her collegiate debut. Back to bar as we go. And Kaitlin DeGuzman, the former Kentucky Wildcat, competing for Clemson.
It's a nice Jaeger into an overshoot. A little short on that last handstand. She has beautiful toe point and a nice double layout and the nice stick. Great routine. Nice body position there. Her legs were slightly separated on the dismount, but since the judges sit sort of to the side, sometimes they miss that. Great routine.
Hugs and high fives all the way around. Here is the athlete we spotlighted in the open. Gwen Fink, a sophomore, just over the border in Fort Mill, South Carolina. 9.775 a week ago. Her career best is 9.825 on vaults.
Gwen just is a solid competitor. We're gonna see her on all 4 events tonight. Like I said earlier, she's a leader in the gym, and her teammates really look up to her.
That was quite the statement for someone who is only in her 2nd year as a member of the Gym Heels. Here she goes.
Very nice laid out Yurchenko. Again, a slightly larger hop on that landing. That's going to be a slight deduction. Nice distance from the table. Nice block off the table. Very dynamic vault from Gwen.
The Shinohara score is in. It's a 9.675 in the season debut for the Massachusetts senior. Lauren Rutherford, transfer from NC State, will compete next for Clemson. Tigers in their 18 gymnast roster have 10 transfers, 6 of them, as we told you, from Utah State, 4 others from other programs. A 9.875 for DeGuzman, by the way.
Starts off with a nice release move there, right to an overshoot to a direct handstand. Really working those handstands on the high bar. Nice double layout dismount with a small hop. That'll be a slight deduction. Excellent routine. It looks like Clemson's fired up.
Should at least match, if not exceed, the 9.75 from a week ago for Rutherford.
Nice double layout there. Like I said, a small hop on the landing. Overall, a great routine and a great start to the meet for Clemson.
That DeGuzman 9.875 we told you about, that's a season high for the Kentucky transfer. Julia Noer, Louisiana Lightning on vault for the Tar Heels. 9.825 a week ago, 9.875 the career high for Noer.
Julia's so fun to watch. She's a dynamic gymnast on all events. Another nice Yurchenko layout, full. A small hop on the landing. Nice height. A little bit piked down, which made her hop back a little bit. It'll be a small deduction from the judges, but a very nice vault.
So back over to bars we go. The anchor for Clemson, Trinity Brown. Redshirt sophomore from Upper Marlboro in Maryland, another Utah State transfer following her head coach Amy Smith. 9.65 a week ago. It was after a 9.8 for a career high in the inaugural Clemson meet against William and Mary a couple weeks back. First road meet in the history of Clemson gymnastics tonight. A 9.825 for Rutherford. Now here goes Brown.
A nice chapoche to the high bar, into an overshoot handstand. Nice form throughout this routine. She hits that handstand on the high bar into a nice floaty double layout with a small step forward. That'll be a slight deduction. The judges would like to see chest up on the landing, stepping backwards versus stepping forwards. She's such a dynamic gymnast. You see how high she gets from the bar. She just held onto that bar just a little bit too long.
Kaya Forbes, the anchor on vault for the Tar Heels.
Wow, that was a dynamic Yurchenko full. That was phenomenal. Great distance, chest up on that landing, a nice stick. Our teammates are pumped.
Kaya Forbes had been performing a Yurchenko 1.5, which is a 10.0 start value. Knocked it down to the Yurchenko full and 9.95 start value, so taking a little bit off the start value, but a stuck landing, and you can say a much better performance for her tonight.
Absolutely, much more controlled on that landing. It shows in their score. It looks like she's coming in with a 9.85. Great vault.
So here's an exhibition routine on bars for Clemson. This is not scored. The 6 previous scores are added together. The lowest score is dropped to get the team score per rotation. And now this exhibition just provides another gymnast, in this case Trinity Webb, the opportunity to compete in front of fans under the bright lights with the cameras rolling. A little bit more pressure than practice, but still without penalty to the team score.
And it really shows their coaches that they're ready to jump in the lineup at any point.
The score is in for Forbes. It's a 9.85 over on vaults.
Looks like she missed that handstand on the low bar, has to repeat that skill. Unfortunately, she has to repeat it again, and she makes it this time. A little bit short on that handstand to finish off the routine. But an excellent dismount. A little short on that landing. Had to bend her knees and take a step back. A nice exhibition routine.
So Clemson with a great start on bars. The Tigers in front after rotation number 1. Back to Carmichael with more after this.
My name is Isabel Schaefer. I am a junior and I compete vault and bars, and I grew up in Huntersville, North Carolina. I started gymnastics when I was 2 years old. My mom put me in mommy and me classes. I can't remember a time where I didn't do gymnastics. It's kind of always been a part of me. I think I started competing around 5 years old, and I've loved it ever since. Always wanted to come to UNC, I think ever since 5th grade when I heard they had a gymnastics team. So I came to the gymnastics camps, and as soon as I stepped on campus, I fell in love with it. And growing up in North Carolina, I've always been a Tar Heel fan, so always been a place I wanted to come. My overall experience has really just been a dream come true. It's everything I wanted it to be and more. It's so hard to pick just one because there's been so many, but the first one that comes to my mind was my first meet in Carmichael. It was against Auburn, so it was a packed crowd.
With a tri-meet between the North Carolina Tar Heels, the Auburn Tigers, and the Bowling Green Falcons, this place is buzzing.
Nothing compares to like the first time you step out in Carmichael and get to compete in front of a home crowd. My teammates and I, we really are like sisters. They are my best friends, and we spend every waking moment together. And I'm just so lucky to be a part of something that helps me become like who I want to be and who's always there to support me. I'm just excited to compete with my teammates in the first ACC championship in Greensboro, and I can't wait to be part of this historic season. For me, being a Tar Heel means so many different things. It means that you're a part of a family and you get to compete and be amongst the best of the best, athletically and academically. I'm so grateful to be a Tar Heel and be a part of this amazing university.
Rotation complete on a Friday night in Carmichael Arena. Clemson with their second. One rotation complete on a Friday night in Carmichael Arena. Clemson with their second highest score on bars this season. North Carolina with a 48.75 in their first rotation on vaults. So we go to rotation number 2 now. Clemson will be on vaults. Really, who stands out to you from this group?
Very excited to see Trinity Brown. She's in that anchor spot for Clemson. Last week she had a solid Yurchenko 1.5, landed with a 9.95. She's explosive and dynamic, and I just love watching her vault.
Over to bars, North Carolina competing on bars in rotation 2. No Lolly Decanoidze for the Tar Heels this week. She suffered a minor injury last week against NC State, so a couple of changes for Carolina. Julie, what do you see?
I'm looking forward to seeing Isabel Schaefer tonight. She has such clean lines and a great bar routine, great distance on her release moves, and last week she had a nice stick on her landing.
So Carolina trying to improve upon a season low 48.525. Mentioned the Tar Heels word of the week being boom. Last week it was build, and Danny Durante said, you know, there's still some elements of build this week too. They go hand in hand, being able to keep the momentum going in the upward trajectory, just competing with that confidence, and as the word suggests, creating a boom.
Absolutely. We're still very early in the season. This is only the third meet for both teams. We're still building endurance and building confidence.
Clemson assistant coach Maddie Hargrave. Look at those Tigers on the shirt. You wouldn't know by the shirt that she is a Tar Heel. 2019 Carolina alum. Now in her first season as a Clemson assistant coach in the inaugural season of Clemson Gymnastics. Rebecca Wells will start things off on vault for the Tigers. 9.725 a week ago. Career best 9.9 for the Utah State transfer.
Nice, powerful Yurchenko full. Just a slight hop back on the landing, but a very nice lead-off vault for the Tigers.
Another great performance from Wells with the 9.85 on bars last rotation.
Took a little hop back in the step, but you notice how she stayed right between those two lines. Just a small deduction for the landing.
Jamie Shearer on bars for Carolina.
Jamie had a great routine last week. I know she's trying to build on making sure we're completely vertical on our handstands. That was a great handstand to start off with. A blind change into a Jaeger. Nice distance from the bar. Another nice handstand. Oh no.
That's unfortunate.
She's held onto the high bar a little bit too long and had to arch and dismount the bar. That'll be a 5/10 deduction for her.
Now the rest of the bar lineup for the Tar Heels will be under pressure to make sure that Carolina does not have to count a fall.
Nice handstand to finish off the routine. A double layout and a small step forward. Nice handstand. She just held onto the high bar a little too long. Her feet came apart, and she had to turn and dismount the bar. It's disappointing for Jamie.
First score is in for Wells, a 9.725 for her on vault. Now Eve Jackson after Wells' season high.
That was a nice Yurchenko full for Eve. A small hop back on the landing. She looked a little bit sideways on the vault. Let's take a look at the replay. It looks like her foot did is just right on the line. That could be a small deduction depending on where the judges are sitting.
Barely, and she hit that line right in front of the judges, which can't help.
Correct.
Back over to bars for the Tar Heels. Jessica Naranjo, the freshman from South Florida. 9.6 a week ago. 9.65 her career best in her young career. That was set 2 weeks back in the Sprouts Farmers Market Collegiate Quad out in Utah.
A little bit of added pressure since that first routine had a miss. You know, we put 6 gymnasts up and we try to count the 5 best scores.
It's a 9.15 for Shearer. As a competitor, Julie, when one of your teammates has a fall and now you're under that pressure to make sure that you don't have to count the fall, what is that like mentally?
You know, sometimes we didn't used to watch our teammates compete. We try to kind of get in our own zone. There's a lot of pressure as it is in gymnastics. We don't need to add our extra pressure, but, you know, for this freshman, she did a pack salto to the low bar and had to hit her feet and unfortunately came off the bar. She was a little far away on that release move. Here she goes with that pack salto. A little far away, as you can see, her hands were too far away. She couldn't hold her feet up.
So now all that talk, Julie, of Carolina trying to prevent counting a fall goes by the wayside, unfortunately.
That's correct. Now we just need to finish strong because we're going to have to count one of these falls. So we want the biggest score we can get. A nice half in, half out dismount. A small hop in the landing. Nice giants there. Really nice dismount. A small step back. A good finish after that fall.
Molly Arnold will be next on vault for the Tigers. Sophomore from Minnesota. 9.8 a week ago. 9.85 the career high for her.
I think this is the first look we're going to see at that Yurchenko 1.5, which is a blind landing. Low off the table, not a huge block. Had to take a step back on the landing. That'll be a small deduction. A little bent-legged and a little hot back.
Is that because of the lack of height off the table?
Absolutely. You saw when she reached back for the table, her shoulders weren't extended, and that prevents the height at the end of the table. Overall, a nice fall. Like I said earlier, we're still very early in the season. These athletes trying to find their grooves, getting into the swing of things.
Speaking of the swing of things, Julia Noer will be swinging on the bars. 9.7 a week ago, 9.9 the career high for the junior all-arounder. Julie, you mentioned early in the season, we are still a few weeks away from NQS territory. You need 6 meets worth of scores for the national qualifying score, which helps determine which teams qualify for the NCAA postseason. Carolina's been there each of the last 2 years after having not gone since 2017.
Yes, last year was fun to watch the Tar Heels at regionals. They had a great showing. It's so fun to be at these big meets with all these great teams, and UNC did a phenomenal job.
Vault score coming in for Arnold. It's a 9.775 for her. Eve Jackson, by the way, on vault prior to Arnold, a 9.725.
Looks like the scores are building over there for Clemson.
What might be taking so long here to get Noah ready to go on bars and get that score in?
It looks like the judges have a little discrepancy in their start values. So they came together just to make sure that they both saw the same thing and they have the same start values. When you have a fall, sometimes it takes a little bit to ensure you've seen everything in that routine.
It's a 9.025 for Noah, or rather for Naranjo, and Noah gets the green flag to go.
Julie's been working really hard on this bar team. She's been working to clean up her form. Nice tight legs throughout the routine. Nice handstand to start off. Into a ginger. Another nice handstand. Toe handstand. Into an overshoot. Nice cast handstand. And a nice dismount.
Beautiful landing for Noah.
Nice high release move here. Slight separation of the legs when she caught that bar. And a nice dismount with the old college stick. Judges are really looking for landings today. They want nice chest up and down and their feet to be very still before they salute.
It's been a point of emphasis for all the coaches we've talked to early in the season. Lauren Rutherford on vaults.
Wow, a nice Yurchenko 1.5 for Lauren. She drilled that landing, a nice stick.
And Yurchenko 1.5 is a 10.0 start value.
That blind landing is very difficult. You see how she spots that landing, heads down, feet remain nice and still. Great landing and a great vault for Lauren.
It was a 9.85 a week ago. I think that score could exceed it right there for Rutherford. Back to bars for Gwen Fink. The all-arounder with a 9.825 a week ago. Her best is a 9.9. She's second team All-Eagle, which is the former conference of Carolina Gymnastics last season.
Excited to see Gwen's bar team. She's so strong and consistent on this event.
Nowhere score is in. It's a 9.7, season high for her on bars.
Nice handstand into a blind change. Jaeger, she was a little close to the bar. I think she clipped her foot on the bar. Stopped her swing there. Nice overshoot, nice recovery to the low bar. Nice handstand to finish the routine. And a nice double layup dismount. The small hop on the landing. That was definitely an uncharacteristic mistake for Gwen. She just pulled into the bar a little bit and caught with the top of her grip on the bar. Caused her to miss her hand and had to re-grip the bar there.
Scoring-wise, what's the advantage there by not letting go?
So when you stop the routine like that and make an adjustment, there's deductions for the extra swing. She won't get the full 5/10 deduction, but she'll still see a pretty major deduction for that.
Back to vault, Madison Minner for Clemson after Rutherford, by the way, a career high 9.925 as we predicted.
Looked like Madison did a tucked 1.5 Yurchenko, which is a 10-0 start value. A little crunched on the table, bent arms there. Little issue with the landing. Overall, nice vault. Pretty hard to come after that nice 9.925.
You mean it's
from
difficult
Lauren
to follow that up?
Sometimes.
Isabel Schaefer, who we heard from in her own words between rotations. Junior from the Charlotte area. 9.8 a week ago. Career best, a 9.925. Where she was ACC Specialist of the Week 2 weeks back in the quad out in Utah. First ever Tar Heel to earn ACC Specialist of the Week. This first year of ACC Gymnastics since 1984. Clemson adding their program, enabling the ACC to sponsor the sport for the first time in 40 years. Carolina, NC State, Clemson, and Pitt competing in this inaugural season.
Gwen has great lines on this event. She's super consistent in practice and in warm-ups. Let's hope she can put a good routine together tonight.
Getting after a 9.275 for Fink.
Nice handstand to start the routine. A blind change into a straddled Jaeger. Nice distance from the bar. Another nice handstand. Nice lines, nice toe point. Judges are really looking for that nice straight body. Half in, half out dismount to a stuck landing. That was an awesome routine. Way to come back after a couple tough routines before her.
Absolutely ignites the crowd in Carmichael Arena.
That half in, half out, and she nails the landing. Her feet do not move, and she is happy about that.
Another 9.925 for her, maybe?
I would say so.
It's a 9.775 for Minner on vaults. Trinity Brown will be the anchor of this rotation for Clemson.
Hold your horses. This is a big one. Yurchenko layout full. You can see how far she is down the mat. She had a slight hop backwards, a little pike down. That'll be a slight deduction. but such a dynamic vault.
The distance here is what really stands out.
The foot was right on that line, but I don't think there'll be a deduction for that.
Currently Clemson in line to drop a 9.725. Carolina would drop the 9.025 for Naranjo. Will be counting the fall for Shearer, 9.15, and the 9.275 for Fink. Kyle Forbes up next.
Looks like you were right. 9.925 for Isabel Schaefer.
Matches her career high, her 4th career 9.925.
Well deserved. Nice handstand on the low bar. Toe handstand. Chapage to the high bar. Into an overshoot. Nice form. Legs were a little separated there. Nice last handstand to end the routine. A nice full end dismount, a little bit of chest down on the landing. Small deduction from the judges on that. Overall, a very nice routine. She should be happy with that.
Forbes did not compete on bars last week, but she's back in the lineup this week due to Dekanoids' absence. The Trinity Brown score is in. It's a 9.75. Vault exhibition for the Tigers. Kate Bryant competing. Bryant's a freshman from Littleton, Colorado.
Handspring front pike with a half. A different vault than we've seen tonight. We've seen all Juchenko's except for that. That front entry is very difficult. She got a nice block off the table, nice distance from the horse. Chest was up on the landing, just had a small step. Great vault.
Trying to show that she's ready for the lineup. So Brown's 9.75 over on vault. Clemson will drop the 9.725. 48.95 on vault for the Tigers, their 2nd highest score of the season. Here's an exhibition on bars for Carolina. Amy Wozniak, sophomore from Wheaton, Illinois, has not competed on bars as a collegiate gymnast. She's only appeared competitively on floor for the Tar Heels.
Nice handstand into a blind change. Nice Jaeger. Nice height above the bar. Into a nice overshoot handstand. Another nice handstand on that high bar. Into a full blind double tuck dismount with a small hop back. A great routine.
And Carolina's score is in on bars. It's a 47.675 for the Tar Heels. Clemson opening up an advantage in their first ever road meet. We'll look back at their first home meet when we continue. 2 rotations complete here in Chapel Hill. The host North Carolina Tar Heels and visiting Clemson, the first ever road meet for the Tigers for their first-year gymnastics program. At home at Little John Coliseum, the Clemson faithful have gotten behind team number 1 and helped them to form their own identity and culture.
Clemson Gymnastics is a team that's adaptable, resilient, and fierce. We're coming in hot, and we're so excited to showcase what we've been working on. Our first meet, you could really feel the fans into it. To have that fan support right off the bat is amazing. We could really feel it down there while we were competing, and hopefully we can continue to build that.
Our first meet in Little John was insane. The crowd, the 8,000 people that came out, I just cannot believe that many people came, and we appreciate everyone's support so much.
Being a part of the first ever gymnastics at Clemson means the whole world to me, and being a part of this team is something that I've dreamed of.
The level of support and just how special the people here in the athletic department in Clemson in general, it's like nowhere I've ever been. And I'm just so grateful to be here and be given the opportunity.
What a debut for Clemson Gymnastics in their first year here in 2024. Coming up next, we'll see the Tigers in their best events. It's Clemson on floor when we come back to Chapel Hill. And a 1.5 over hosts North Carolina. 2 rotations complete. The inaugural road meet for the Tigers Gymnastics program. A Clemson team that features a ton of transfers, but even with the experienced Lauren Rutherford, formerly of NC State, sets a career high with a 9.925 on vault.
Huge vault for Lauren. Nice stuff landing. That 1.5 blind landing is difficult. And then we move on to Isabel. Does a fantastic bar routine. A nice stuff landing. Meets her season high 9.925.
Yeah, that 9.925, the big bright spot for the Tar Heels on bars in a rotation where they scored just 47.675 as a team. So a bounce back in order here on beam. Here's the lineup for Carolina. Julie, what do you see here?
The Tar Heels are fabulous on beam. I think they just need to shake their bar rotation off, get back into a mindset of basic gymnastics that they know how to do. Nice and easy on beam, nice and confident.
Shake that bar rotation off. I don't think Taylor's here. I think she's in Baltimore for Sunday's football game. Anyway, for Clemson on floor, this is their best event. They're top 20 in the nation in average through a couple of weeks.
Clemson has a dynamic floor lineup. They're high flying, their routines are fun, their floor music is fun. Excited to see what they bring here tonight on the road without having their fan crazies at Little John.
Over 8,000 for each of the first 2 meets. Right side of your screen, Brie Clark, the sophomore. We talked about her right at the top of the broadcast, a 9.925 on floor a week ago, part of a 49.375 for Clemson.
Yes, Brie was amazing. She has a huge double out, an E-level skill to start off her routine. She's got a great combination pass to end the routine. And then comes Trinity Brown, who's absolutely electric.
For all that electricity, a deep breath, led by the former Tar Heel, the assistant there, Maddie Hargrave.
Getting the Clemson lineup fired up for floor.
So for Carolina, when you have a rotation where you score sub 48, have to count a fall, how do you shake that off mentally? I imagine it's a lot easier said than done, right?
It is, but you know, beam's a different event than vault and bars. Deep breaths, visualizing their routines that they've done in the gym over and over. They know how to do these routines. They just need to be confident and secure in their gymnastics and know that they can make these beam routines.
Jessica Naranjo will get things started for Carolina. 9.525 a week ago. It's after a 9.725 in her collegiate debut in the quad out in Utah.
Nice clean mount to start. Nice full turn, no wobbles there. Nice front aerial into a back handspring, no deductions there. She looks nice and confident up on that beam today. Nice leaps, nice amplitude. Judges are looking for a complete 180-degree split there on the jumps. She's moving nice through the routine. Getting ready for her dismount here. Back handspring into a 1.5. A small hop at the landing, but I would say they're bringing it on this event. Nice start to this rotation for the Tar Heels.
Take a look back at the dismount. As you said, Julia, slight step here.
Slight step. It's a blind landing, a little difficult there, but she had a nice finish. A great beam routine, had nice rhythm.
So Clemson gets things going on floor with Maggie Holman, freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina, just down the road. And Julia, you and I were talking off the air prior to the broadcast about the importance of more programs in the Carolinas being able to keep the great talent in this area home and in the ACC.
Absolutely. Clemson's definitely going to be helping that, keeping our gymnasts in the states of North Carolina and South Carolina. Building these programs will definitely help that. Nice opening pass for Maggie. Nice leaps there. Looks like she's having fun. Teammates are clapping along.
Her head coach is clapping along too, I might add.
It looks like all of her teammates know her whole floor routine, as does Coach Amy. Getting ready for her second pass here. Nice combination pass, front hamstring, front Rudy, punch layout, step out. Nice lead-off routine there for the Tigers. Maggie opens up her routine with a front handspring, front double twist, a difficult landing, but she held on to that perfect. A nice combination pass. Feet nice and still, just what the judges are looking for.
It's a 9.75 for Naranjo to
Great landing, great routine for Cammie.
a big hug from her head coach. Back to floor. Rebecca Wells for the Tigers. 9.8 last week. Career best is a 9.9.
Rebecca's going to open up here with a nice tuck full in. Nice landing. That's an E-level pass. Great energy so far in this routine. Her teammates are having a good time with this routine. Nice leap combination, high and above vertical on those. Round off 1.5, step out to a nice double twist. Great combination pass there. Super fun routine. She opens up here with a nice tucked full in. Nice landing. And again with this combination pass at the end. 1.5 through to a double twist. Nice landing. Coaches are fired up.
The Holman score to start off the rotation for the Tigers, a career best, 9.825. Hallie Thompson, the veteran on beam for Carolina, after Ruta the 9.675 to best her score from a week ago.
Nice leaps there. She's moving very aggressively on the beam. The dreaded full turn. No wobbles there. Showing off her nice flexibility. Looks like she's getting ready for her dismount. Round off 1.5. A small hop at the landing, but another nice routine from the Tar Heels.
Peek back at the dismount here.
Nice 1.5 twist. You see that small little hop on the landing. That'll be a slight deduction, but overall a very nice routine.
Third competitor on floor for the Tigers is Molly Arnold. 9.875 last week, career best a 9.9. That Wells score a 9.775.
Getting ready for her first pass here. Round up back handspring, another tuck full in. That's an upgrade for Molly, and she did it very well. Nice leaps again. Unique choreography, I love it. Taking a few deep breaths here for her last tunneling pass. Round off 2.5 punch front. Very nice. You see some gymnasts that start off the routine with a 1.5 punch front. Molly ends with a 2.5 punch front. Great job. Molly opens up with a nice tuck full in. Trying to keep that foot planted on the ground and a nice 2.5 punch front to end. Great routine.
Gwen Fink mounting the beam for the Tar Heels after a 9.75 for Thompson. Last time we saw Gwen Fink on beam a week ago, a career best 9.85.
Gwen looks so confident up on the beam. Nice lines, nice positions on her leaps. Gearing up here for her flight series. Back handspring, layout, step out, layout, step up. Looks like her shoulders were off. Her hips were slightly off the beam and she had to take a fall there. Uncharacteristic fall there for Gwen. Gearing up again for her dismount. Back handspring, 1.5. Slight hop on the dismount.
Uncharacteristic for Fink to fall like this.
Back handspring, layout, step out, layout, step out. Looks like her shoulders were just slightly off. Her hips weren't centered over the beam, which caused her to fall. And then a nice dismount to end the routine.
The Arnold score, a 9.875. Huge scores for the Tigers on floor. That's a season high for Arnold's. Clemson as a team, 49.275 or better each of their first 2 meets.
Floor is definitely a highlight for Clemson. They have 6 great routines. Lauren's opening up with a 2.5 punch front. Almost out of bounds there, but she saved it. Great recovery. Great facial expression. Her combination leap pass. Nice tight legs on that. Taking a few deep breaths before our last tumbling pass here. And she ends with a sky-high double tuck. Try to keep those feet down flat on the floor. Nice finish for Lauren. Lauren opens up this floor routine with a combination 2.5 punch front, saves that front foot from going out of bounds, and then ends with a sky-high double tuck. Nice finish, nice floor routine for Lauren.
Julia Noer will compete next on beam for the Tar Heels. 9.825 last week. The career best is a 9.925 for Noer. That was in her collegiate debut all the way back in 2022.
It's almost unheard of a freshman to go out there and score that high in her opening meet, but I know Julie's been working really hard. She's very confident up on the beam. Looking forward to seeing her step up and hit this routine.
There's a 9.075 for Fink with the fall. That is the score the Tar Heels hoping to be able to drop. Very unique mounting of the beam for Noer.
Nice back handspring layout step out. Her legs were nice and straight. No wobbles on the landing. Really been working to hit those leaps. Nice 180 degrees. A full turn, which you'll see as a requirement in every gymnast routine. Nice front toss into a beat jump combination there. Threw those hands down sharp to make sure there was no wobbles. That was great. Getting ready for the dismount. Round off 1.5, and she sticks it. Great recovery for the Tar Heels after that uncharacteristic fall from Gwen. That's what we call a front toss into a beat jump. Nice combination there and a great dismount. Nice straight, tight legs. Nice finish. Great routine.
We talked about it right off the top. Clemson's Brie Clark absolutely magnificent on floor this season. 9.925 last week. Her career best is a 9.95.
This floor routine is so much fun. Opens up with a sky-high double layout. Little boys to men. Her teammates are loving it. Fun choreography. Trying to get the crowd fired up. Great leap series there. Really fun routine so far, getting ready for her dismount here. Front layout, front full, punch front. Nice combination pass to end. Great routine for Brie. Brie opens up with a sky-high double layout. Tries to keep that front foot planted. Nice front layout into a front full, into a punch front, combination pass. Great landing.
It was a 9.725 for Julia Noer, so now the anchor is Taylor Schultz.
Taylor had a nice routine last week, coming in with a 9.775. Let's see if she can top that today. Nice sharp movements. By cantering layout, step out. No wobbles. Nice arms. Switch leap into a wolf jump. Slight wobble there. She tried to save it. Minimal deductions. There's that full turn again. Gearing up for the dismount here. Side aerial until it's stuck. 1.5 dismount. Great routine for the Tar Heels.
Fantastic anchor routine for Schultz.
Back handspring, layout, step out. I love how she finishes so strong, letting the judges know there's no deductions there. And a difficult aerial into 1.5 layout dismount. Nice stuck landing.
Brie Clark's score is in, another 9.925. Matching her season high. Trinity Brown, the sophomore, will be the anchor. 9.8 for her last week. That was a season high. 9.925, the career best. It was actually not Brown. It is Eve Jackson competing for Clemson on floor.
Eve's getting ready for her first pass here.
First time Jackson has competed on floor this season.
Had to put her hands down there. Lacked a little bit of amplitude for a very difficult pass. It's an open double tuck with a full out. Looks like she ran out of steam a little bit there. Had to put her hands down. Here she goes for her second pass. Front through to double tuck. again had to step forward a little bit on that landing, just ran out of energy again there. Like I said, it's early in the year. Gymnasts are still trying to work up to all these routines. Build confidence and endurance. Here she goes. Call that a full out. How to put her hands down there. There'll be a 5/10 deduction on that pass. And a front through to double tuck here. Again, chest a bit down on the landing. Had to take that step forward. A few deductions on that routine.
So assuming Jackson does not score higher than a 9.775, her score will be the one that'll be dropped, and Clemson will score a 49.25, which is A, an impressive score, B, a season low, but still, that just shows you how strong the Tigers are on floor.
49.25 is a great score for the Tigers.
Waiting that final score to come in, it was a 9.7 for Schultz on beam, so Carolina is able to drop Fink's fall. They will score a 48.6 on beam. So for the Tar Heels on beam, it matches their second highest score in this event this season. Third time in 4 meets that Carolina's gone 48.6 or higher on beam, and you see Fink with the uncharacteristic fall has her score dropped.
Those scores look good for Carolina. They still have some work they can do. Landings, a few wobbles here and there. Like I said, an uncharacteristic fall from Gwen. Not a bad beam lineup for the Tar Heels.
We'll have an exhibition on floor for the Tigers. So it'll be Trinity Brown competing in an exhibition routine after a 9.8 a week ago.
This is another fun routine here for Clemson.
Just about to say, there's a lot of depth in this floor lineup for the Tigers.
It's nice to be able to have a team that can have 10 girls that can go out there and compete. During the week, they look and see who looks strongest, who comes out and really can put good routines together, and to be able to put our best 6 out on the floor.
Clemson came in 19th in the country in average. No NQS yet. Still have to wait a couple of weeks for that to kick in. If you're new to gymnastics, NQS, the national qualifying score, the way in which that is calculated, both overall and by event, you take your top 6 scores, at least 3 of them must be road scores, and then you lose the top 1 and average out the remaining 5.
Looks like there's a little judges conference here on floor trying to figure out that last routine. Trying to get the score together there.
Judges continue to converse here. North Carolina just waiting around. They've already finished the beam with the score of 48.6 as we showed you. And again, assuming the score is not higher than a 9.775, the score will be 49.250. Now Brown's exhibition will be able to begin.
Getting ready for her first pass. Front through to a sky-high double tuck. A nice tuck landing. Her chest was a little bit down, but overall a nice pass.
48.85 as you saw pop up for Jackson, so that is the score that it's dropped, and it confirms a 49.25 for Clemson, their third time scoring 49.25 or better.
A nice leap pass there. Big amplitude, nice split. Nice choreography here. Taking a nice deep breath, gearing up for her last pass. Nice double pike to end the routine and the crowd. Nice routine.
So another fantastic floor for the Tigers. 49.25 for Clemson in their best event. Fourth rotation coming up. Future ACC gymnasts, maybe? Well, they're checking out a fun one tonight. Clemson and North Carolina in ACC gymnastics action at Carmichael Arena. It's alumni night tonight. We brought back the former Tar Heel gymnast and assistant coach, Julie Chapman. Matt Cross with you as well. Julie, 3 rotations down. Your thoughts on tonight's competition?
So far, it's been a great competition. Clemson's come out very strong. I don't believe they've had a count of fall in any event. The Tar Heels had a great opening rotation, vault rotation, had a couple nice landings, had a rough time on bars, but came back strong on beam. They had 5 nice beam routines, 1 uncharacteristic fall from Gwen, but we didn't have to count that fall. So overall, a great meet so far. Looking forward to this last event.
It'll be a while until Clemson has an alumni night. Their first year as a program, their inaugural road meet tonight, but they've had a lot of highlights here in Carmichael Arena. We begin on the vaults with Lauren Rutherford.
Lauren Rutherford was spectacular. She did a nice, huge blind landing. Yurchenko 1.5. Stuck that landing.
Brie Clark on floor.
Brie Clark dazzles us again with her high flying tumbling. Nice double layout to start. Ends with a nice combination front layout, front full, punch front. Fun choreography.
Isabel Schaefer of North Carolina has provided the Tar Heels' most memorable moment of the night, matching her career high, a 9.925 in her bar routine.
Great bar routine here. Nice stuck dismount.
Gymnastics action from Carmichael Arena. Tigers on the road for the first time as a program. North Carolina wrapping up their 3 meets in 4 weeks run. Tigers on beam. This is the only event all year, Julie, in which they have yet to score a 49. Maybe tonight's the night.
I definitely think so. They had a few wobbles last week, a few routines that could have been a bit better. I'm sure they went back into the gym this week and worked through some of those. I'm excited to see how they come out and compete tonight on beam.
It's a 48.75 for Amy Smith's team a week ago against Pittsburgh at home. North Carolina will wrap up competition in Olympic order on floor. Wozniak, Miller, Rueda, pretty young lineup, all things considered. No seniors, 4 underclassmen in this group of 6.
Really excited to see the Tar Heels come out and show their stuff tonight. Like Dana had said, we're really looking for the boom, and I think we can bring that here on floor. They had a great week last week against NC State, scoring a 49, and I think they can definitely do that this week as well. I'm excited to see these Tar Heels and what they bring to floor tonight.
Carolina, quite simply, has gotten healthy on floor. They competed just 5 gymnasts in the season opening quad meet, scored a 47.625, upped it to a 48.85 in the quad out in Utah, reached 49 a week ago. So Coach Durante's team hoping for another step forward here tonight.
All we can ask from these gymnasts is just to get stronger week after week. They keep working in the gym. They build up their stamina on these events. Come out and show us these great routines. Ending on beam is difficult, especially when you're pumped up from the whole meet. You kind of have to take a step back and relax and bring things down, especially after floor. These girls are ready for this tonight.
Rebecca Wells will start things off on beam for the Tigers. Wells and Eve Jackson both competing all around for Clemson this evening. Wells' best score of the men, 9.85 on bars. On beam for her, it was a 9.85 a week ago.
Rebecca's taking a nice deep breath, getting ready to mount the beam. Nice mount to a beat jump. Very aggressive movements up there on the beam. Nice full turn. Nice amplitude on those leaps. Nice combination there. Getting ready for her flight series. Back handspring layout, step out. Nice strong landing there. Gearing up for a dismount here. Round off, double twist, and she sticks that landing. Very nice lead-off routine for Clemson. Here's that back handspring layout, step out again. Was slightly off, but fix those arms. Nice double twist. Feet were slightly apart, but a really great landing there.
Late change in the lineup for North Carolina. Taylor Schultz will start things off. Well, it actually will be Wozniak to start, then Schultz will compete second for Bella Miller. So it is Wozniak leading off as plans.
Amy had a nice floor routine last week against NC State. Let's see what she can do here tonight. Round off, whip back into immediate double tuck. Nice landing. Difficult pass there.
Trying to match or exceed a career best 9.775 from a week ago.
Nice leap pass there. Combination leaps. Amy has nice presentation in this floor routine. Nice straight legs, nice toes. Getting ready for her last pass here. Round up back handspring, double pike. Chest was slightly down on the landing, but she pulled it up quickly. Nice routine for Amy to start off the Tar Heels on floor. I keep saying endurance, but here on this floor routine, I think you can see she kind of runs out of steam, has to pull that double pike around, chest is down a little bit, but she pulls it around for a slight deduction and a great routine.
Fantastic start for Wells and Clemson on beam, a 9.875 season high for her. And the Tigers will have a fall here from Maggie Holman.
Looked like her back handspring, her foot was slightly off. Had to take that fall there on the layout step out. Nice leap series there. Slight leg bend on that switch leap. Nice aerial into a beat jump. Maggie's a quick mover on the beam. Quick movements. Nice round off into a 1.5 dismount. Slight hop on the landing. Let's watch this acro series again. Back handspring. Slightly off on that layout, step out, chest was down. Had to drop that shoulder.
So now it's Taylor Schultz's turn. First time she has competed on floor as a tar heel. Career best 9:05 from the 2022 season at Brown.
Taylor opens up with a very nice front layout into a front Rudy. Looks like they're trying to get the fans behind her on this routine. Nice leap there. Fun choreography throughout this routine. Round off 1.5 punch layout, another great landing. Nice leap combination again there. And another great floor routine for the Tar Heels.
So Schultz will await her score after Wozniak's 9.725.
Here she goes on her final tumbling pass, round off 1.5, punch layout. She's excited, her teammates are excited, great floor routine.
Holman a 9-1 on beam with the fall. That'll be the score Clemson hoping to drop. But it ratchets up the pressure on Eve Jackson and the rest of the Tigers. 9.775 in the season opener against William & Mary is the season and career high for Jackson.
Nice mount there for Eve. I learned last week that Eve's uncle is famous NFL player Deshaun Jackson. Comes from a very athletic family. Nice triple series, back handspring, layout, step out, layout, step out. No wobbles there. Switch leap into a cat leap half. Lacked a little amplitude on that jump, but she's working through it. Slight wobble on that full turn. She tries to cover that up with those arm movements. Let's get ready for her dismount. Round off 1.5. A slight hop forward, but a nice routine following that fall. Here's the highlight of this routine. She does a triple series, back handspring, layout, step out, layout, step out. Nice finish.
Hug from her head coach, Uncle Deshaun's alma mater, jumping into the ACC next year, the Cal Bears. Taylor Schultz, a 9.775 for Carolina in her first floor routine as a Tar Heel. Freshman Cami Ruda, 9.725 last week, was a career high.
Excited to see Cami's opening pass. She opens up with an E element. Nice high, full in, back out. A slight hop forward, but nice chest up. Great leaps there. Nice choreography going into the second pass. Round off 1.5, front layout. Great landing. Really nice dance leading up to this last pass. Round off back handspring, double tuck. Very nice landing. You see that mat there in the corner, trying to save her ankles a little bit. And the nice finish. Nice routine. Cami opens up here with a nice tucked full in. Had to take a slight hop forward, which will be a small deduction, and ends with a nice double tuck. Nice chest up, arms back. Great dismount.
You are permitted to use that 4-inch foam pad as long as it is marked with an out-of-bounds line.
Correct. There's no deduction as long as they stay in bounds.
Quinn Cool on beam. Freshman from Holly Springs, North Carolina. Not too far away, 40 minutes or so here from Chapel Hill.
2 back handsprings into a layout step out. Nice triple series there. No deductions. Nice switch leap into a beat jump, which is a requirement. Judges are looking for amplitude on the jumps. No form deductions, no break in the hips, no wobbles. A nice front toss into another beat jump. Just moving nicely through this routine. Getting ready for her dismount here. Round off into a 1.5. And a nice stick. Nice routine.
Sticks all the way around for Clemson tonight.
Nice round off into a 1.5 dismount. She's a little bit crooked on the landing. A slight deduction from the judges. Overall, a really nice routine.
Scoring for Ruida, 9.725 for her.
Gwen Fink up for the Tar Heels, opening up with a nice sky-high double pike. Nice landing. See how Gwen comes back after that fall on the balance beam. Looks like she's shaking that off. Nice round up back handspring, 2.5 twist. Nice switch ring. Nice combination leaps there. Getting ready for our last pass here. Round up back handspring, 1.5 punch layout. Nice routine from Gwen. Glad to see her recover after that fall on the beam. Gwen opens up here with a sky-high double pike. Great landing, plants that front foot. She ends with a 1.5 punch layout. Nice ending and a great routine from Gwen.
May have seen the score pop up during that floor routine from Fink. Cool, a 9.8 on beam for Clemson. Career high for the young freshman. Kaitlin McCrite is next.
Kaitlyn's a beautiful beam worker. She has a great toe point. Nice tight back handspring layout step out.
Attended the same high school as Carolina's Jessica Naranjo and Bella Miller.
She moves so nicely through this beam routine. Tuck jump full into a beat jump. A little wobble. She tried to cover it up there. Nice recovery. Nice aerial into a split jump. Getting ready for her dismount here. Gainer full. And a nice stuck landing.
3 sticks in the first 5 athletes to compete for Clemson on beam.
Here she goes with that combination aerial into an immediate split jump. Nice combination there. And a nice gainer dismount. Nice stuck landing. Great routine there.
Always fun to watch Kaya Forbes compete on floor, the Louisiana sophomore. It was just a 9.275 last week. Their best is a 9.9 last year.
Kaya is such a powerful gymnast. She has some hard time sometimes controlling it.
We talked about it all the way back in the first rotation, moving her vault from a Yurchenko 1.5 down to a Yurchenko full, helping to control some of that power.
Absolutely, and that worked well for the Tar Heels as she stuck that solid. And there she goes, a nice tuck full in. Great job on that pass. Music's firing the crowd up. She's getting ready for her second pass. Punch front layout into a punch front full, another nice landing. Gearing up for her leap series here. Nice leaps. She's really coming into her own with this floor routine, having fun. Teammates are having fun, trying to get the crowd into it. Getting ready for her last pass. Yes, nice double back, nice landing. Great routine for Kaya tonight, really nice.
Well-deserved loud ovation for Kaya Forbes.
Here she goes, opens up with that E element, a tuck full in, and she nails it. Great job. Coach is excited in the background. Nice dismount, nice landing. Great job.
Brie Clark on beam for the Tigers. 9.2 a week ago. Career best is a 9.9. A 9.7 here by my napkin math would give the Tigers their first 49 on beam. Also put them well over 196 as a team.
Nice back handspring layout step out. That's what she fell on last week, so I'm glad to see her stay on this week. Nice recovery. Huge amplitude on those straddle jumps. She's She's moving great through this beam routine. And a nice punch layout full, another stuck landing. Great routine. Great improvement from last week after she suffered that fall. Back handspring, layout step out. She was slightly off, but she pulled it back on. Threw those hands down, and a nice stuck landing.
That comes after the 9-9 for McCrite. 3 scores of 9-8 or better already on beam for Clemson. Potentially Clark a 4th. Fink a 9.875 on floor. Awaiting the Forbes score. Now the anchor is Julia Noer. She had a 9.875 last week. Both of these teams, Julie, it seemed to save the best for last. What a 4th rotation we've had tonight.
Yes, Clemson came through on beam. They had that one fall in the middle of the lineup, but didn't end up having to count it. The floor has been amazing for the Tar Heels tonight. Looking forward to see Julia come out here and show us what she's got. Taking that deep breath, getting ready to go here. Getting ready for her first pass here. Round up back handspring, sky high double tuck, and she nails it. Getting ready here for her second pass. Front full. Through the front layout, nice landing again. Nice involvement from the crowd there. Nice leap series. Gearing up for her last pass. Nice double tuck, much better than last week, building on that endurance. Great routine from Julia. She should be really happy with that routine.
Mobbed by her teammates after what you can only presume is going to be Carolina's 3rd straight 9.8 or better.
Julia's opening pass, sky high double pike, and she nails it. Second pass is a front handspring, front layout, full front layout combination. Nice job there on the landing. She finds that landing on the double tuck dismount. Great job for Julia.
So we'll await the score for Noer on floor. Clemson's beam scores are in. Brie Clark, a career high 9.9. So Clemson with 4 season highs and 2 career highs. And the fall from Holman ends up not mattering whatsoever as Clemson scores their first 49 on beam as a program. It's a 49-2. That means their final score is in, and it is accurate down in the bottom right of your screen. 196.55. Clemson's first ever road meet results in a program record score. Noer, 9.9.
Great score for Julia. That was a great ending routine for the Tar Heels. She did a fantastic job on all of her landings.
So Dana Durante talking to her team after they set a season high with a 49-1 on floor. Julie, Carolina struggled on bars, got better on beam, but capped it off really well on floor with the 49-1. Their final score tonight will be a 194-125. It is their second lowest of the year, but some momentum to build on given the way the Tar Heels finished.
Absolutely. They've got some things they need to go and work on in the gym. Some uncharacteristic falls from some of the Tar Heels tonight, but nothing that they can't fix in the gym and come out strong next week.
So, final scores are in for tonight. Let's break it down by rotation. See how we got to Clemson's 196.55 and Carolina's 194.125 tonight here in Carmichael Arena. Consistent performance all the way around for the Tigers. Their lowest score tonight's the 48.95 on vault. 349s to get them to that 196.55. Impressive showing on the road for Amy Smith's team, Julie.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a slow start on vault tonight with a 48.95. They have some landings they could absolutely clean up, but they moved to bars where they scored a 49.15, then moved over to beam and had a fall, but they didn't end up having to count it, and then went to floor 49.25, a great total for Clemson tonight.
The storybook start for Clemson Gymnastics continues with a brilliant road score tonight here in Chapel Hill. Fun night of gymnastics inside Carmichael Arena. For our producer, Lauren George, my broadcast partner, Julie Chapman, my name is Matt Krause. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your Friday nights. Clemson emerges victorious over the Tar Heels here in Chapel Hill.